Hi, it's Scott. Digging through my library because I don't have as many training games as I thought I would.
Oh, yes, I am John.
Ta-da!
There we go.
Have you been muted the whole time?
A little bit. In fact, I need to put my headset on because I forgot you're on the speaker.
Were we muted?
No, you were not.
To the people? Okay.
No, it's just him. He hates
So
that.
how are you muted? We can hear you.
I'm confused.
The input on OBS was muted for him.
Yeah, that would be the accurate. My mic was on, but it was muted through OBS. But hey, we're here. We did it. We're live now.
Professionals. Well, we could be professionals, assuming that you guys, that's right, like and subscribe. Because with your continued support,
Oh. There we go. I forgot to update the please like us page so that it would have something after I moved all the cameras around, and now it shows a black background.
Oh,
yes,
very professional. If you guys have already liked us, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your local gaming community, tell your dogs,
tell your kids, tell your wife, because they out here liking everybody. I can't remember how it goes. It's been 15 years.
Probably it goes in a way that's not appropriate.
I don't think we could say it on
there. I'm not talking about what he actually says. I'm just saying like the cadence, how he says it.
Well, that's fair. You know that's in Huntsville, right?
Is it really?
Is that really?
Yeah. No, I drove past where that happened many a times.
I feel like you've actually mentioned that to me before. I feel like we've talked about that. We've discussed this, if you will.
Little Huntsville.
Yes, tonight I'm building a box of Kriegsmen because I actually managed to find the box of regular Kriegsmen. What are you guys doing?
I'm gambling.
Jonathan.
Well, I am actually trying to paint Commander Farsight and get him done. Because I've had him for 3 years.
We did it, chat.
And while we do that, I'm also trying out Monument Hobbies Pro Acryls. Because I've never used them before, but...
Ooh, which one are you trying out?
Right now I am using Dark Burgundy for like that Farsept Red, or Farsight Enclave Red.
Farsept? They are now Farsept.
Because I love Pro Acryl.
I also picked up Titanium White to paint all of the white armies I have to do.
The best white you'll ever paint with.
But I will also say, I think once I'm done with this project, we actually have a collaboration project that I need to work on.
Yes, specifically our half of the collaboration.
Yeah, Brenden, tell us about that.
Yes. I think
the video's up.
Yeah, the video's up. I don't think we actually posted anything about it, so we probably should. Scott,
we should probably do that.
Scott said he was going to make a post for the video on the other channel. And I don't think he's done that.
Yesterday
because I realized
away from me, but
I need to actually do something on my end anyway.
Wash to this soon, so we're gonna do some unhinged Photoshop once we are drying.
But yeah, for a little quick announcement, there is another channel by the name of Cosmere in Miniature, and we have kind of partnered with them a little bit because, as some of you may or may not know, Scott's Night Lancer is based off a book series called Stormlight Archives, and he wants to expand his whole army kind of inspired by that. So we talked to Cosmere Miniature, who specializes in miniatures in kind of that setting. So we did a little roundtable with him that we'd love for you guys to watch and comment on and show him some love.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy. I like him. I'm looking forward to working with him in the future.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a nice little like,
It's a nice little chat because we want to
yeah,
do more hobby content.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so as part of that, kind of key on the lookout for us filming and uploading some videos of Scott kind of following his suggestions as he kind of builds out his Imperial Knights army.
Starting with a Cerastus Knight Acheron, the one with the giant flamethrower.
You only said it like 100 times in the thing. I don't know how you could forget it.
I don't know, there's a lot of made up words.
I don't think that's a made up word.
I don't know, some kind of pseudo Latin. Latin's made up anyway, everybody knows that.
I think Acheron's
All
probably
words are made
actually.
up.
Actually, he has a point.
I don't know. What about automatopoeias?
It's
That's
also a made
especially
up
made up.
word.
Automatopoeias, but automatopoeias may not be, depending on your definition.
Oh, I guess that's fair. But the word itself is made up, as all words are made up. The entire human experience is kind of made up.
That sounds like a road down some very dark paths.
That's fair. I'm going to go back to painting Farsight. Well, chat, what are you guys working on this lovely evening? It's Tuesday, December 16th. Christmas is coming for those who celebrate. Hanukkah, I think, is already here.
I think it started yesterday, maybe the day before. Pretty sure it was yesterday.
So I hope you guys got your Christmas shopping done. If you celebrate, I have not.
I have not either. But the good news about going home for Christmas is I can ship it all to my parents' house. And I don't have to
The good thing
transport it
about
down
not
there.
going home for Christmas is I can ship it all to my parents' house. We are also getting ready for our first company Grotmas party, which will not be something that we stream, but just a little celebration to celebrate us and how far we've come over this past year.
Depending on how much eggnog we have. It's not planned to be streamed.
End up like Timmy Turner's dad, just egg, nog, eggnog.
Just a 24-hour stream of Jeff passed out on the couch.
He's just like making the fakest sounding sleeping noises, but he's actually asleep.
It
Just me 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 me.
wouldn't be the first time he fell asleep during a stream.
Not?
No. I mean, he wasn't on it, obviously, but that one of the days where we did like a familiarization day with the streaming software when we got started. Remember, he went and like crashed out on the couch.
Well, everyone at the studio, otherwise known as my house, is welcome to, is allowed one crash out.
How many channel members have had their what requisite crash out?
I think Sean probably had his during the 24-hour
I mean, valid to be honest.
at the a combined power of 6, 7.
6, 7.
So anyway, I've had it. I'm about to head out.
And there's
Jonathan.
Jonathan's crash out.
That still only counts as one. Also, Jonathan, Tristan said you're wrong, and actually, bold titanium white is better.
Is that not what Scott said?
I think it's because they just have. I think they have bold titanium white and heavy titanium white is the two titanium whites. At least that's the only two I saw in their collection.
I just heard titanium white. I don't know what What did
I'll
you
be real, I
buy,
just said
Scott?
titanium white too.
I got old titanium white.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
The other one was heavy titanium white, and I didn't know what the difference was, and I got scared, so I just got bold.
Both the right one.
Well, Tristan actually says he was wrong, and he meant to say heavy. So in fact, you're both wrong, and
Dang it, Tristan.
heavy is the superior titanium white.
Love you, buddy, but damn it.
Dang it, Bobby.
Boo.
I make a heavy titanium white.
Hey,
I think
look
it's
at
part of
that.
their signature series, technically.
Well, I've not bought
know
all
what
the
it
signature
means,
series.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I've not bought all the signature series.
Oh, so there you go.
Why not, Jonathan? Why not?
I mean, I have all the base ones. Like,
Apparently, heavy has more of a satin finish.
Little sateen.
Satin.
I also very rarely pay with white, to be fair.
Oh,
That is
give me a second.
fair. I have a lot of white in my future.
But why?
Uh,
Oh.
between the girlies, hallowed martyrs? No, Sacred Rose, that's it. Between her Sacred Rose, the Necrons, and then the Knight, not the Acheron, the one I'm doing after the Acheron.
To be fair, you're the one who took the easiest army to paint in the game and chose the hardest possible color scheme with them.
Shut up.
I do think I can I make an observation, Scott?
Probably. You're going to anyway, so
That is also true. You mentioned
Valid.
that you got your girlfriend into 40K as revenge for her getting you into Magic the Gathering, correct?
air quotes revenge, but yes.
Okay. I can't help but notice that in your air quotes revenge, air quotes, I'll do it. I'll do the air quotes. You're the one painting everything, and I'm like 95% sure building everything. So I'm not sure you got even air quotes revenge on this. In fact, you seem to be the one that's suffering twice over.
Like
She's
Brendan's
the
not
one.
good with that.
She's the one playing him and everything. So I have not introduced her to, because she, she just does, she paints and whatnot, paints her watercolors. So
I think Jonathan's with me on this, though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think your plan, such as it was, has backfired.
yeah, but she's the one getting the stuff. So where is my Abaddon? That's Corvus.
Wanting Fire did mention that the Dominion box is supposed to arrive tomorrow.
Yes, it is. So thankfully, I found a box that could ship it. When we started this adventure, I thought getting the box or getting somebody to donate the box would be the hard part. That was not the hard part. Finding a box to ship the box, that was the hard part, surprisingly. And then luckily in my recycling, I found an old Warhammer box. I was like, well, lo and behold, Warhammer boxes fit Warhammer. So that was a nice little coincidence.
Cue the Always Sunny in Philadelphia title card. The gang discovers the horrors of shipping.
Because I think that was actually the box that I got the flamer template in, the one for my Malkador Furnace.
Your stupidly huge one.
That's why it was so big, because that was the only box that they had that could fit a flamer template that size.
Well, at least we know that GW is also suffering from their excessive sizes. At least there's that.
You know, suffering with success, if you will. Am I out of Abaddon?
What does
Huh.
that mean?
Out of Abaddon Black.
You should replace that Abaddon Black with shoot, Coal Black, the other best pro acrylic paint.
I mean, maybe, but I'm not gonna get rid of it prematurely.
Hashtag not sponsored. Unless.
Unless
Not sponsored, unless. Let's see.
Every time
Just checking
I keep getting ads for Monument Hobbies, and I keep forgetting that they're not like a local store around us. And so for like a half second at the beginning of each of their ads, I'm like, oh, that can't be far from here. And then I'm wrong. And I'm very, very wrong.
There's a town in Colorado called Monument, so yeah, a little wrong there.
That does sport multiple hobby stores. A surprising number of hobby stores for its size, actually.
Do they? Oh, hey, I found my Abaddon Black. It was behind my paint water cup. That was weird.
I think actually I've gotten really lazy with contrast paints, so Black Templar is now like my most used black. Is it Black Templar or Black Legion?
There's two of them. They're both.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Black Legion is apparently the one that is currently on my paint stand.
I have both.
I think I like Legion a little bit better, but they're both good.
It depends on what you want it for. Black Templar is a bit more gray, and Black Legion is darker. I feel like Black Templar shows edges better. Because even like for a contrast, Black Legion has really, really good coverage.
The entire guard army, all of their weapons are in Black Legion with lead belcher dry rushed over it.
Oh, guys, did you know we're live on the channel?
Holy smokes!
Did we put it on the channel?
What?
Did we announce that we're live on the channel?
I don't know. I got a notification. Scott, can you announce to the Discord loving public that we're live?
This is why we're not professionals.
I know we're doing pretty good. We got 5 concurrent viewers. I'm sure only one of them is Scott.
Only one is me.
Are we sure?
I don't know. I'm not at his place. John, can you drive over there real quick and confirm?
BRB.
Let's see.
What shall I paint today?
I don't know.
What speaks to you?
My inner demons.
If any of the models speak to you, you might want to see somebody. See a doctor.
What is that sound?
What? Oh, we lost Jonathan.
We do also have a vote up.
Oh,
Brenden.
yeah. We do have a vote
Next
up.
Saturday side quest. After our kill team game, we put up the vote for the next Saturday side quest to be voted on by you, the people. As of right now, I guess not as of right now. The 4 things up for vote are Age of Sigmar, which is the fantasy Warhammer IP. Star
The
Wars
newer
Legion.
one. Well, I wouldn't even say the newer one, technically.
Yeah. Star Wars Legion, which is kind of same scale as 40K, but is the Star Wars universe. That one's pretty fun. I have a Clanker army, and we have a couple armies between the lot of us. Next is Blood Bowl, which is bloody football. It is probably what the English imagine football is like in the U.S.
Blood Bowl is literal fantasy football.
Yeah, literal fantasy football.
I'm pretty sure
My
that.
office's fantasy football league, I should just end the season by bringing that in.
But you don't even own Blood Bowl.
Well, Jeff does.
I think Jeff has like a team and maybe the pitch, but I don't know if he has.
I think he has 2.
Does he? Maybe he does. I said that out loud, and the more I think about it, the more I.
Yeah, Blood Bowl team's a pretty easy thing to have. So.
Also true. It's like a kill team.
I have 3 teams in the pitch.
Except you need
Nice.
even less terrain. I have seen some of the vampire team used for good kit bashes for Night Lords.
Small is pretty sick.
Oh, and finally we have Dystopian Wars, which is naval combat in its own IP. I have not played that one. That one's looked pretty fun. I think Jonathan, you actually have a history with Dystopian Wars, don't you?
I
least
know people
you're
that have
sure.
history with it.
Oh wow, Brooke's here. Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
I have friends that used to do a lot of playtesting for Dystopian Wars
Nice.
from my previous store.
Nice. I never did. So I was part of the Fantasy Flight Games playtesting team. But I was for Star Wars Armada. I never got to be a playtester for Legion.
What
I knew some people that were.
what year was that, Scott?
Oh God, I don't remember. It was a while. I was still living in Huntsville at the time.
Yeah, was that the same year you went to national championships, Scott?
No, I started before then.
Oh, okay.
You went to national championships, then why'd you lose on stream?
Because I was teaching.
Then why'd you lose bolt action?
Why'd you lose before stream when we were playing?
Because I was teaching.
No, that doesn't answer the bolt action question, Scott. Why'd you lose bolt action?
I don't know. I kicked a puppy or something in a past life. I should not have failed all 4 of those charges. Well, no, I succeeded the charges. The results I did not succeed.
I mean, it's pretty easy to succeed the charges considering they're basically an auto pass.
Correct. But yeah,
Where are these arms?
Yep. No, I should not have whiffed all of those rolls. So that was something interesting. But let's see. You guys watching fire for the Republic? Wait a minute. No, I played the Clankers.
Okay, Scott's kind of bad at this.
But still for the Republic. I just like throwing 100 models at somebody. Also, you get to play General Grievous, and he has big like Gendy Tartakovsky Grievous energy to him. He's actually just like a menace to society and will kill you in your sleep, just like the old Grievous.
Speaking of
the
which,
mustachioed villain Grievous of the digitally animated series.
speaking of Tchaikovsky, a new season of Primal got announced and finally showed off. I guess they showed a trailer.
I forgot about that show.
It's a fun little show. Primal?
What that?
Bunga Bunga, that's what it is.
I mean, yeah, it's literally caveman and dinosaur team up to have adventures. But also, no spoken lines.
Huh.
It's
Bunga Bunga.
It's really good. I highly recommend it. I think it's on HBO Max.
But I do see that we have a question from Brooke.
Is it a good question?
It's a question. You know, most questions are good. Bad questions we'll ignore, but this is a good question. So, hobby question for Christmas. She's building and painting an Amir Vasaphon Exorcist Chapter Master in Gravis for the girlfriend, and want to ask how we think can make him look like he really hates demons. Oh, okay. That is a good question.
I mean, if you have the old Demon Skulls or the old Skulls kit, they have a lot of Demon Skulls. I don't know if they still sell that or not, actually. With the new
they have a new Skulls kit that has Demon Skulls.
Does it? Okay. If you want some of the older ones, let me know. I have a small bucket of them.
But another thing is, you can get a corpse. Though, well, okay, so
Hello?
canonically, they don't really have corpses. They just kind of like disappear.
We don't support murder in this show.
No, you get demon corpses. We support demon murder.
I mean, we did discover before the last stream what a cadaver was, so that was exciting. Also, welcome new viewers. If any of you from Cosmere Miniatures, I apologize.
Or we don't. This is kind of just what it is. Okay, so I guess so the Gravis Captain. I'm assuming you're basing this with a Gravis Captain. What does the Gravis Captain sculpt look like?
There's like 2 of them actually, so it depends on which one. Is it the one with the power fist or the one with like the heavy bolt gun?
Oh, that's a good question. Because so I feel like for the one with the power fist, you could probably have it like what'd be kind of cool, right? Is like you have okay, good, the punchy one. So you get a bloodletter, and you might need to like do a little green stuff work for this, but you can have it so that it looks like the Gravis captain just crushed the bloodletter's head the head in its hand, so it can just be like the torso down from the fist.
I mean, skull is also technically accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, I also
But
don't think bloodletters are that hard to get a hold of. So
that is also fair. So that is one idea. Um, or you can replace the tactical rock with some kind of demon. That's also a choice. I feel like the answer comes from a corpse somewhere, right?
as is the case in many 40k kit dashes. Yeah, I feel like that's true. I feel like because you could do a couple different things. You could also customize it with like runes and stuff, kind of make it look like warding sort of things. Um, you could take some cues from what is it? Excuse me. You could take some cues from like Grey Knights and have a bunch of kind of stuff like that.
What does the Exorcist look like? Okay, so they look
Like
like
a
they're red.
yeah, they're actually kind of sick. 'Cause they're the ones that they let a demon like actually inhabit them, so they can learn how to like cast it out. And it's just part of like their normal training. Like
I
to
feel like you can do something with that
Oh,
though.
sure. When you do that, it's training, but when I do that, the Emperor goes, that's mad.
the trick is to have
Yeah.
the emperor be dead first. What he doesn't see, he doesn't know.
Last
What do you
time
mean
I
the
was,
Emperor's dead?
last time I said he was dead, I got in trouble too.
So wait, I feel like okay, I feel like there's something here that we could do with that possession thing though. But what?
But what would I wear? Sorry, that's where my brain went. I enjoy the Grinch.
It's okay. It's that time of year that you can say it. You don't seem like you're as crazy.
Oh
Oh no.
look, I've been impaled. I can say that it's a Disney quote. But I mean like, you know, one part does have a good point. Cues from Doom Guy wouldn't be a bad idea.
They're just pile of demons.
Every time you think, is that enough demons? The answer is no. More.
A lot of
Just like
anti-demon slander in this chat.
just think like that one demon prince proxy that is a Nurgling just on a pile of skulls.
I feel like I've seen that, but it's been a while.
Hmm.
Tristan says, airbag's a little slow. That's what these tests are for. I used to say that quote all the time. And I don't think people got it, and I'm upset.
I do
It's
not know what
okay,
it is.
Brenden.
Photo.
I got it at least.
Scott did get it. Scott was one of the first where I said it, and he was like, yes. Jonathan
I have no
apparently
idea
was
what you're on
not.
about.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Did you have a childhood around the year 2000?
A slightly cursed childhood.
I wouldn't call it cursed.
The like original?
The live action one with Jim Carrey.
I've never seen the live action one.
You've never seen it.
Correct.
Chat, laugh at this man. Laugh at
It's
him.
it's really cursed.
I need ha ha
Yeah,
ha
what?
ha's.
Want to see the live action? It was.
I need that. I need more of what I just posted in chat. Chat. Laugh at this man.
See, I could draw a line from the live action of the When the Grinch Stole Christmas to the live action Lion King that scarred children. It ruined everything.
That doesn't make the live action Grinch. If you were
The
going to
live
draw
action
that,
Grinch is to movies what horse armor is to video games.
How? Explain your logic here.
you know he can't.
Horse armor.
No, I
Horse
know the
armor-
horse armor part. I know the horse armor part. Explain the Grinch part. How does the live action Grinch?
It was like the first unnecessary live action remake of a beloved animated film.
But it was good.
Was it?
Yes, you never seen it. How would you even know?
Not wrong. But...
Jim Carrey was born to make the Grinch. Have you seen Liar Liar?
I don't know if I've ever enjoyed a Jim Carrey movie.
Oh my god, chat. Chat.
My parents? My parents are very big not fans.
Let me look up what Jim Carrey has done, but I'm
Big
pretty sure I can
hater
defend that
energy.
claim. He's not funny.
I'm about to kick him out of this chat. I want everyone to know that. I will not stand for this anti-Jim Carrey slander.
Yeah, I've not enjoyed a single movie that he's done.
What's it like just to not have a personality?
I have a personality. It's
Not a
very
good
strong
one. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. What's it like to not have a good personality?
He's not funny.
That's just wrong. I feel like
Why
you
are
know
bullying
that.
me? I'm right. No, I defend that claim.
You have turned chat against you.
That's fine.
The
You-
voice of the people will not
You
be
know that
silent.
meme of that guy like shouting at the crowd, "Yes, you are all wrong." That is me every day.
What's it like to just be consistently wrong?
I wouldn't know.
I don't know, but yeah, no, my parents are of the same opinion. I didn't watch a Jim Carrey movie until I was like 18. So I had no idea. No, actually, I think the first Jim Carrey movie I saw was the Series of Unfortunate Events movie with Jim Carrey.
Not some
I
of his
didn't see
best
that.
work. I will say. Not.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of a bastardization of a beloved childhood franchise, so that didn't help.
I looked at the
Um,
list of Jim Carrey movies, and the ones that I have seen is A Series of Unfortunate Events, and I think I watched The Mask, but I fell asleep.
I feel like The Mask appeals to a very specific group of kids with ADHD that are on their medication.
Oh, it wasn't me.
I didn't care for
I've
The
not
Mask.
seen The
Henry.
Mask.
I think I've seen it. It's just been a while.
I think I also watched part of The Truman Show, but I didn't pay attention enough to like register an actual verdict on it.
No,
The
Truman
Truman
Show's
Show
really
is like
good.
The Truman Show is an all-time classic.
I will concede that one might be good. I cannot comment on it.
Yeah, Truman Show's actually a good movie.
The parts of it that I do remember were good.
Both Ace Ventura movies are good. First one has not aged
I've
as well, but they're both good.
Have I not seen? I don't think I've seen Ace Ventura.
The first one has not aged the best, but
It is one of Joe's favorites.
it's good. It's a good movie. That honestly tracks for Joe. It's very on brand for him, actually. Also, I hope everyone. Oh yeah, this dog. I hope everyone likes the new camera. It is no longer. We have an actual camera now.
So we can actually
Wow.
text him and stuff. The resolution is a lot better.
It definitely, yeah. It's supposed to be like a 4K allegedly. I'm not entirely sure I believe that, but for the price, I'll accept it.
So we can catch you in 4K now.
As the kids say.
Not one of my best jokes. I'm gonna be honest.
I thought the
That's okay,
kids.
that's okay.
I thought the kids preferred 6K.
Hmm?
I thought the kids preferred 6K.
Not as much as 7.
6, 7.
I was expecting a different number joke, but I didn't know.
We're
that
gonna
would be
lose some
appropriate.
subscribers.
Wouldn't be the first time now, would it? Okay,
Attrition
guys.
is the thing.
Yeah, see,
Alright,
Brooke got it.
time to
We won Brooke.
You know
Brooke,
what's weird?
Brooke represents a younger generation. She is the future.
I work with a lot of Gen Z people. And I have heard way more 6-7 jokes out of you all.
That's fair.
That's because
I don't know, I've heard-
you work with older Gen Z.
No, we work with pretty.
We work with like not children, but like children, right?
Okay, but counterpoint. I've worked fast food the last couple of years, and I have worked with actual teenagers.
That's fair. That is fair.
It's much more of like, it's not so much a Gen Z wide thing, and more of like very young Gen Z, very old Gen Alpha. Because Gen Z is almost completely graduated high school, I think.
I'm saying I hear all the jokes from millennials.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
this is how you ruin it.
It's not working. It's just
8,
annoying
9.
me.
But yeah, it's mostly actually just like young kids saying it. It seems just going off of like
I think what happened is it started with young
online
kids,
content.
and then it's kind of spread to their parents, which is the same age as us. And then
Which is the real weird part to think about, but
I'm gonna ignore that for my mental health.
there's a non-zero chance we're starting to enter our child era, so be aware of that fact.
I'm gonna ignore that.
We're old. It's time to accept it. Brooke, you're not in a possibly low bar. It might be subterranean, but it's not impossibly low.
it's still above bedrock.
Hell.
If she didn't like self-deprecating jokes, she wouldn't have made one about herself.
Well, there's something blocking the exact part of my fish tank that includes the one who I'm worried about.
I mean, do you hear flopping?
No, I hear you lot.
You don't see any Magikarp cosplayers in your on your floor.
You want
Could
to?
be dead now. I have no idea.
Here's a millennial joke. Do you hear the Free Willy theme?
Yeah.
Do you suddenly hear Michael Jackson?
This is gonna. I also don't get that reference.
Were you alive in the
Okay, I
90s?
feel like I don't remember the last time someone has watched Free Willy. I've not heard somebody talk about Free Willy in a hot minute.
I don't even know if I've ever seen it. I just remember, like, at my daycare, one of the movies they would, like, put on to, like, get kids to shut up had a Free Willy trailer on it, I think. And that, for whatever reason, that's the main thing I remember about it. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the whole movie.
My parents have a large collection of VHSs, and I know that we have that, but
There's
Right.
a lot of demon slander in this chat earlier, and in the running for things that I'm about to paint is Vashtor.
oh, you should paint Vashi.
It's a lot of skin.
That's what dry brushing is for.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh?
For painting skin?
On something the size of Vashtor? Yeah. You start doing with this, like, the dry brush for his skin, and then you start working on the smaller parts.
I think dry brushing works for skin just like in general.
On a model that size, yeah. He's also a demon. Like, if he has weird skin, it's okay. It's lore friendly.
Physics don't apply to him the same way.
Physics are more of more of what you would call guidelines than actual rules. Also, Wanting Fire did say he's only ever heard the 6-7 joke from us.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
But to be fair, we only went really hard on it once Sean started complaining about it.
Like, I saw one short about it, and every other time it's been from y'all.
It's because we're so hip with the times.
I don't believe you.
Very relatable to the youths of today.
The youth. I mean, they love us. Just take a look at our age demographics.
It's all
What is our age demographic actually? Because
That's an
It's
excellent
us.
question. It's almost literally the like age range of the people that are on the channel.
Oh.
Let me pull it up. I'm curious, actually. Wait a minute. I know
Which
we
one was
did
it?
it.
Tracks, but
We did at 1% or at one point hit 2% female viewers. So go us. I think that was only on our shorts, but we did it.
See, that one actually is weird to me. Because on like an average Sunday stream, I feel like we know a fair amount of female viewers that we have.
I don't know what to tell you. It says for live specifically, it is 0%. It might just be a rounding error where it can't do a low enough number to accurately represent number
I
of
mean,
people.
also, like, you don't have to put your gender on your YouTube account.
That is also true. I think that goes into user specified, but I don't know.
All I'm saying is some of our like most often viewers, besides Wanting Fire, is like Jeff's mom, your two significant others.
And apparently your mom.
Yeah, my mom watches whenever I'm on, at least.
Oh,
Well, that's sweet. I don't think my parents knew about the channel until I announced the Extra Life thing.
Huh.
I don't talk about things. What do you want from me?
yeah.
I wasn't gonna.
I tried to change the subject and talk about the Extra Life thing. My parents kept talking about politics. It's like, okay, well,
You two good?
oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
All right.
Alrighty.
So, just side note. So, across all of our videos, would you like to guess what the single largest age category is?
Late 20s, early 30s.
All right, it's Scott's guess. Jonathan?
That was the exact same guess I was about to give.
So it's actually pretty solid. Would you like? So it is the age group of 25 to 34.
Yeah.
Like I said, almost exactly the age range of the people that are actually on the channel.
Yep.
Would you like to guess what percentage it is, though?
67.
67.
No, it's 50.
Oh, okay.
50.4.
Am I the oldest of our regular streamers?
Yes.
And by that I just mean like you, Brendan, Jeff, Bird.
You are a little bit older than me and Brenden. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah,
Oh.
you're just ever so
Weird.
slightly older than us.
Oh.
That makes
All
you
right,
the
we
oldest
gotta
by
have
default.
we gotta have Sean on more.
Oh shit.
Would you like to guess the percentage of our viewers that are 65 or older?
5.
5%?
30.
30% of our viewers.
Wait, what? What did you say?
65 or older.
Probably a
Scott's,
little bit bold still.
Scott, so would you like to change your answer? Oh no, I dropped
No.
his arm. I was asking John that, Scott, not you. But...
Nope.
So Scott, so John, you were saying 30%.
I
And-
changed it to 10.
Wait, 10? You didn't 10? Okay.
10. Yeah.
And then Scott, you were saying 5% or 65 or older.
Yeah.
All right, across our entire channel, including shorts, live, and videos. 0.6% are 65 years old or older.
Well, I've been wrong before, everybody.
Dare I say, you will be wrong again.
That's
I will
okay.
never be wrong again.
Did I get the right arm? Or was I lied to by Big
Did
Plastic?
they not? Okay, so catching up with the chat, did they not free the whale that played Willie? That's
That is what Tristan said.
That's pretty funny.
Oh. That's kind of like PETA being one of the largest euthanizers of dogs.
Oh, that facts.
Is it really like a monster though?
No, you're thinking of the actual
Same
whale.
fish.
I
Yeah.
really is an orca, right?
Tillicum?
Yeah.
Tillicum? Something like that.
Thus,
Tillicum?
like one of the most sadistic animals.
How can it
Only
be
mildly less
sadistic
or only
when-
mildly less sadistic than a dolphin.
How can it be sadistic when they literally had a fashion trend of wearing like a dead fish on their head?
That's pretty. What?
Nah, that's just fashion right there.
Yeah, that's just fashion.
Hello.
that was a thing that happened, by the way.
This man said that I'm wrong and said things that I was right. What?
Nah, you wrong.
It was playful. It was fun. Everyone was doing it. It was the fashion at the time.
My fish in the corner of my room are horrified right now.
Your fish feel nothing. Mostly from the brain damage.
They feel fear.
Apparently not
Your
fear of
battle
oxygen.
station.
It's fully operational battle station. Says fully operational. Cannot defend itself from a very light aircraft attack. I have my doubts. I have my doubts as to the validity of this plan.
Tarkin doctrine was poorly thought out in its entirety.
I mean, based even on like the immediate sequels, a lot of like stuff from early Star Wars was poorly thought out.
We're talking about the sequels.
No, I'm not even talking about the sequels. I'm talking about
Like 5 and 6.
Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I'm talking about the incestuous kiss.
Don't worry about it.
No, guys, George Lucas had it all planned out. No, he didn't. He didn't even know Luke and Leia were siblings until the third movie.
Maybe he did have it planned out.
I don't think.
Roll Tide?
I don't think he would have leaned that heavily into a romance if he had that figured out.
I don't know.
What don't you know, Scott? Expand on
I
that.
don't know. George could be a weird dude.
I feel like that goes without saying.
No, it's like poetry. It rhymes in his own words.
When were they revealed to be siblings?
In episode 6, Return of the Jedi. That's what we're looking for. That's the one where they're revealed to be siblings because they literally kiss at the end of Empire Strikes Back.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Because of the beginning.
Is it the beginning? I'm positive it's at the end. Because I'm pretty sure it's
All of Empire's Leia and Han flirting. That is the entire movie.
I mean,
Empire
it's still.
ends with "I love you, I know." What are you talking? Wait, hold up.
I could be
Yeah, because
missing.
I think wasn't even that kiss like her trying to make
Trying to
Han
piss
jealous?
off Han, yeah.
Okay, but still, like,
No, I think that was shortly after the Battle of Hoth. I'm gonna be honest.
It was before.
It was okay. Sorry, before Battle of Hoth. It was like around the time frame of the Battle of Hoth. Oh yeah. Because after Battle of Hoth,
Luke
he went
was
to
in the
Dagobah.
hospital after Hand found him from the Wampa.
Yep. You're right.
more important topic. Do you just call him Han?
No.
Liar?
Ham
Ham.
Solo.
I'd watch that parody.
He was kind of hamming it up there for a bit.
Just Ham Solo is
Yeah,
just John Mulaney playing Spider Pig, retelling the entire story of Star Wars. I'd watch that.
Oh.
I'd watch the crap out of that, actually. I'd watch that repeatedly.
Wait, we're cooking now.
Wait a minute.
I just feel it's gonna go the same way as that Family Guy adaptation.
What's wrong with Family Guy adaptation?
It was fine until like the third one.
He was the worst sidekick pig in Into the Spider-Verse.
John, what are you talking about?
Spider-Ham.
Not Lenny.
I'm about to kick Jonathan from the stream chat. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. Don't think for a second. I will not.
No, our Spider-Man is my spirit animal.
We get it.
That is fair.
You're an edgy teenager.
Where I go, the wind follows.
So stupid and ridiculous.
I love it.
Classic Nick Cage.
True classic. I don't think this piece exists. Where is piece number 88?
I've seen a number of Nicolas Cage movies. I don't know if any of them were good, but I have seen a number of them.
I mean, have you ever watched Community? I forget.
Like a little bit of it, yeah.
So there's one episode where oh god, what's his name? The autistic one.
You have any idea?
Yeah, thank you. But he takes a film class about whether or not Nicolas Cage is good. A good actor, and he spends the entire episode just going insane trying to figure it out.
It's an impossible question.
Yeah, the final conclusion is that he's not bad nor good. He's just insane.
Just Nick Cage.
All I'm saying is I was weirdly into the Sorcerer's Apprentice movie as a kid.
I don't even know what that one's not ringing a bell for me. I'm gonna be honest.
I can vaguely remember seeing a trailer of that movie. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that movie.
It started my obsession with One Republic.
What?
Yeah.
Because they had like a scene playing one of their songs to a Tesla coil. If I remember the plot correctly.
Well, we can't forget the cinematic classic that is National Treasure.
1, 2, or 3.
I forgot them in a third. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
And we have been through every Nicolas Cage movie I have seen.
You haven't
I
seen
wanna
The
see
Wicker
one
Man?
where it's Nicolas Cage playing himself with Pedro Pascal. That one looks funny.
The one that got memed?
I think the entire thing was already a meme.
Well, yeah, that just describes every film Nicolas Cage has been in.
True.
Hell yeah, Tristan's right. I like the orcas. I also like the orca fashion trend of sending yachts to the bottom of the seafloor. Wanting Fire agrees with the beginning of the movie with the kissing. And then... Oh, he was in Ghost Rider. I forgot about Ghost Rider. I haven't seen Ghost Rider, but I forgot its existence.
I'm moderately surprised that version of Ghost Rider wasn't in Deadpool vs. Wolverine.
Honestly, that's fair.
I wonder if they just couldn't get Nick Cage. I feel like that would fit in well. Didn't it get a sequel? Sorry, go ahead, John.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice movie had a Magic the Gathering tie-in. That's why it's fundamental to my childhood, but not y'all's.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Also, have you ever read the Dresden Files, Jonathan?
No.
Okay.
Which I think is kind of weird for me.
I've not read it either. It seems like I would like it.
Yeah, same.
But Tristan's saying that he heard that the Sorcerer's Apprentice was the Dresden File movie we deserved. So I was hoping you could confirm or deny this rumor.
If you all think that Dresden Files are bad, like I don't know. If you want like a good thing,
Are they
not.
bad or are they just cheesy?
I thought it was like a pretty beloved series.
Okay. No. I mean the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, it was bad. I enjoyed it, but that is no like statement on its actual quality.
Now, is it like a so bad it's good situation, like Spy Kids?
Yeah, like I enjoyed it.
Okay, side note. the fact that Spy Kids and Machete take place in the same universe blows my mind every time I remember it.
I was watching an Instagram reel the other day that was just like trying to unpack how just wild the last Spy Kids was. Because it had Machete, it had George Clooney, it had just had a lot of people.
Okay, but to be clear, the kid, or the guy, I can't remember his name right now. The guy who plays Machete.
Machete.
Sure. He has a name. Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo's character in Machete and in Spy Kids is the same character.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that, every time, I forget that.
Actually, let's look up the cast list while I wait for this paint to dry.
It is a
Spy
very
Kids
stacked
3.
cast. It is such a, like...
I forgot we have Sylvester Stallone.
He's the main villain.
Yep, I forgot about that. We have Elijah Wood. We have Antonio Banderas. We have George Clooney, Selena Gomez. A bunch of names that probably mean things to you guys, but not to me. There's Danny Trejo. There's Steve Buscemi. We have Cheech from Cheech and Chong. We
Yeah.
have Mike Judge. Why are all these people in this movie?
There's a lot of names you've gone through. I'll be honest.
It is a very, like, mid to late 2000s movie too, like with all the crappy CGI and like 3D glasses.
Oh god, yeah. I remember seeing Spy Kids in 3D.
It's literally the title. It's Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah, you're right.
And if,
it's kind of a time capsule.
It's based, like, the plot of it is almost literally Sword Art Online. For like 2/3 of the movie, it is the same plot.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
It means something.
That he knows the plot of Sword Art Online.
It was a popular series. Yeah, it is weird that like, I mean, it always had like really big, like actors in it. Like Antonio Banderas was just coming off like Zorro and stuff. I think George Clooney was in both the first 2 movies. I think he's at least in the second one because he was like he was the president.
He's the president, but the president ends up being Sylvester Stallone. Like they just replace him with Sylvester Stallone in one scene, just doing a really bad George Clooney impression. But apparently he was the president the whole time.
Yeah.
He's been here the whole time.
It's a absolute fever dream of a series. Like the fact that it just exists is borderline amazing.
Really a testament to the ingenuity of the American spirit.
And say what you will, but it has one of the hardest, like, philosophical lines you will ever hear, like, in basically any movie. Or the second one does, I should say. Fucking Steve Buscemi's character, where he's just like, "You think God hides in heaven because he too is afraid of what he created?" It's like, sir, this is a children's movie.
That is from a children's movie. Just wild in general. Honestly, just a wild ride. This is the media we got to grow up with, everybody. Really explains a lot.
You want to understand how we got here? Go watch Spy Kids 1 through 3.
And then go watch the live-action Grinch movie with George Clooney, where the Grinch is the child of a key party, but we're not going to unpack that.
I don't think George Clooney was in that movie, though.
Oh, did I say George Clooney?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
The number of people I have had to explain like what is happening in that first scene is deeply hilarious.
So wild.
What is happening in that first scene? In that scene, Scott?
You know what? Go ask your parents. Don't actually ask your parents. Go ask the internet. If you ask your parents, we didn't send you.
My parents have also not seen the movie.
Honestly, from what I've heard of your parents, I don't think they would like it, but not as a it's a jab at your parents. It just does not seem their type of movie.
It's a fun.
What's y'all's go-to Christmas movie?
What do you think Brendan's answer is, Jonathan?
The second after I asked the question, I'm like, oh, he's just gonna say the live-action Grinch movie, isn't he?
What is your second go-to? You've watched the Grinch movie. You're not gonna watch it a second time in a row. Let's assume that you won't watch it a second time in a row. What is then your Christmas movie, Brendan?
Four Christmases.
I've never even heard of that one.
It is not a great movie, but it is one in which I can very deeply sympathize. Because basically it is about this family, or about this like couple. Both of their parents are divorced, and their families are crazy. So they like every year lie about going on some volunteer trip and just take like a tropical vacation for Christmas, right? But then one year there's like a big like storm or something, and their flights get canceled. And they're like, ah, man, that like sucks, but we can just leave a little later. Unfortunately, there is a news crew there that interviews them right as they're up at the counter. And so they can't say that they're like about to leave. They know they're stuck there. So all of their like family calls them and they have to start actually going to their like Christmas stuff. And let me tell you, as someone who grew up going from anywhere from 3 to 5 different Christmases, very relatable. Absolutely relatable movie.
Fair.
I believe it is on Hulu. Yeah, I like that one. That's one of the ones I like.
For me, it's either Elf or Muppet Christmas Carol.
Elf is fun. We did watch.
It's just fun.
We did watch Muppet Christmas Carol recently.
Mine is the Muppet Christmas Carol.
I have a soft spot in my heart for the Muppets. I feel like I personally can relate to a Muppet because I'm a bit of a Muppet in real life. So.
Damn. Always got someone's hand up your butt?
No, I'm just goofy.
I don't think that's what he meant, John. I think we all know.
I hear judging.
You say you're judging.
I said I'm not here judging.
Oh no, Tristan doesn't like Will Ferrell. We can't be friends with him anymore.
I also don't like Will Ferrell.
Spy Kid says it's a trial run for the Avengers. Fair. Okay. I could see it. Christmas Carol with George C. Scott? Oh, is that like the... Hold on. I think that's like the classic Christmas Carol, right? Not like black and white classic, but...
Yeah, I think it's from like the 70s. Problem is, every time I see George C. Scott, I just think Patton. Like, that is just like the only character of his that has ever stuck in my head.
Okay, no, I know which one he's talking about. That one is really, really well done. It's very good. But also, I still have an affinity for the Muppets.
I mean, I think the Muppets is widely considered one of the best like adaptations of Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Right.
I know
Like the entire thing.
Dude. Old Captain Picard. The actor did an adaptation of Christmas Carol. It's supposed to be pretty good.
William Shatner.
Shatner played Picard.
Fuck.
Wow.
Dave.
Chat, laugh at this man. I have to see what power I still hold. Laugh at this man, chat.
I heard Kirk. Obviously.
Right. Ah. Wanting Fire laughed at you.
Oh, laugh at that man.
Epic embed failure. Laugh at this user. Hmm. Has refused to acknowledge any interest in his posts until he acknowledges that he's wrong about Will Ferrell.
No, I mean,
Will Ferrell's also not funny.
Shut
Will
up,
Ferrell
John.
isn't for everybody, but I like Will Ferrell. Not for everybody though.
You know nothing about my taste in movies. It's if I don't think a person is funny, like that's the end to me. Like I'm just not gonna enjoy any of this
At the
stuff.
end, he just dies right there.
I mean that tends to be how comedies work, Jonathan. That's not.
Here's how far it goes. We're not gonna spend a lot of time talking about this, but Scott and I have talked a lot about the sequel Star Wars movies, and honestly, I am not a fan of Episode 8 because the first line out of it is a joke that's so bad that I'm pulled out of the movie completely. If I find something unfunny, I'm out. My fish just didn't die, right? No, he's good. Hey man, I hear a sound and I got trauma.
How could you have trauma from the sound? You weren't there to hear it.
That's true. I could have been.
So he wasn't
But
there
you
to hear it,
weren't.
so he doesn't know what it sounds like. So he's like, anything could be it now.
I don't think it's how sound traumas work.
He's not turning around to look at me.
He's a fish.
So
You think there's anything going on behind those eyes?
Those
Yes.
cold, cold eyes.
Cold, dead eyes, like a doll's eyes.
it's love.
I don't know if a fish is capable of love. Don't get me wrong, I liked fish, but I feel like love might be a bit of a too strong an emotion here. Get back to me when they can breathe oxygen, okay? Like a superior species.
They do breathe oxygen.
Touche.
Checkmate. Physics.
I guess it depends on how you define breathing.
They don't breathe, they gill. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. Biologically
Kind of.
speaking, what they're doing is breathing. Or if it is
Osmosis?
they filter. Don't know. I don't know that much about fish. I do think
Filter
love
feeding.
is a little bit much, but
I've researched a lot about fish recently.
Jonathan is also not a man to half-ass things.
That is true. What is this in context of?
I don't know.
I agree with the sentiment, but don't know what the context is.
Wait, am I being insulted right now?
I don't know. I've seen the fish tank.
Hey, what's my take?
Creepy little shits when they eat too. I don't like it. I don't like the sounds they make.
Love my goobers.
Shout out to everyone that's like stayed here through all of this so far. It's been a lot of stupidity.
People are here.
All right, we're streaming.
Oh yeah.
We are.
It's okay, guys. We all know you're here to watch us be dumb. And maybe you get free stuff next week. Speaking of things.
That's what's happening next week, Brenden.
I don't know, Scott. Why don't you tell me?
Oh.
I'm gluing stuff. I'm busy.
He's busy sniffing glue over there.
A little bit.
Next week will be the night before Christmas Eve. So instead of our regularly scheduled stream, we're going to be having a regularly scheduled stream, but it won't be a hobby stream. We're going to be playing video games. What video game, you might ask? We're going to be playing Warhammer Total War 3.
Total War Warhammer 3.
What he said. What that is that we're going to trying to get the whole gang together, or as much of the gang as possible. And we will have a Steam code available for grabs. So it'll kind of work like the boxes for the Extra Life stream, where we will put there'll be a sign up sheet. We'll announce who the winner is, and because it's a digital code, I don't need to find a box after.
We should probably
Learned our
just
lesson.
we should probably also discuss when we're going to give it away. I feel like that one's feasible to do on stream.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Fair.
But yeah,
That
if
one we could probably do during.
yeah. Maybe like halfway through or something. We'll see. But yeah, speaking of things Scott needs to make announcement posts for.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got two things on the docket there, buddy.
Well, apparently I was just doing panel washes, so did not have the break like I thought I would.
Oh,
So we'll get to it. We'll get to it tonight, chat. Don't you worry.
don't listen to him chat. Worry. Be afraid.
Be not afraid.
Angels be like, be not afraid, and then turn their 1,000 eyes upon you. Upon ye. Yes, Total War Warhammer 3 is a technically you probably call it an RTT, a real-time tactics. Yeah, it's a real-time strategy. With a sizable I can't trim this. Like the primary gameplay is built around the real-time strategy elements, but there is a turn-based strategy component if you're doing a single-player game. Or I guess you could do doing a multiplayer like campaign mode.
Yeah.
The battles are kind of the real draw, but they did just announce the Warhammer 40k. Total War Warhammer
Curious
40k.
how that will work because Total War. So okay, Jonathan, you're gonna. Well, I guess both of you can correct me on this one. Total War has always done like rank and file games, right?
Yeah. So
Yes.
the latest they've done. So the latest they've done for primary campaign is like Napoleonic Wars. They did do like 1870s, I think. In Fall of the Samurai. Fall of the Samurai.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah.
it's still rank and file.
It's still rank and file, but it's like I'm saying it's like the most like advanced one.
God, that was in the 1870s. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's just okay. I'm just curious how they're going to. So I know people are excited about Total War. I'm a little hesitant because like their equation works with rank and file, so I'm kind of curious to see how they adapt their system for that. But
I mean, it'll be interesting to see, but I do feel like 40k is easier to adapt into that than like a truly like modern game would be, like even something set in like World War One or World War Two, because like 40k does often feel like a rank and file system. Like it's not truly, but
I feel like people have been suggesting World War One Total War for like forever.
yeah, I mean they have, and people were talking about Warhammer 40k Total War since the first fantasy one was announced.
Also, like even insofar as the Napoleonic era, like I don't think those games were great.
Total War Napoleon was great.
Was it?
Yes, it was solid. It did exactly what it set out to do.
the trailer for it's metal. If not, I never played it, but I know the trailer for it's absolutely metal.
I do recommend watching that trailer in French. 10 out of 10.
I'm sorry, that would require me to acknowledge the language of French.
Who hurt you?
The French.
I feel like this will further out me. My favorite Total War game is, of course, Shogun 2.
What? The Weeb's favorite Total War game was in Japan? No way.
I feel like it was
That was my first Total War. That one was. I like that one. I
feel
never
like it's
could.
the best
I
Total War
was
game.
very bad at the naval combat, but
Naval combat in that one
Naval
was
combat in it?
yeah. That was the second one to have it. Because first one was
Because that was the
Empire.
one right after Empire,
Yeah. I really like the naval combat in Rome 2 because it also lets you do like mixed sea and land battles.
I
And
was like too burnt from Rome's launch, so I didn't actually play a lot of it.
well, that's your own fault.
That was
Because
their fault for having a terrible launch.
okay, well the fucking Emperor's Edition is great, so move on. Can we at least appreciate the fact that we live in an era where like a game can be terrible on launch, but actually can still become good? As opposed to when we were younger, when they released on CD, and like if it got that's only hope of redemption was if it got an expansion.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, at the Game Awards, which I'm gonna not have any opinions about, but best ongoing game was No Man's Sky, which beat
I was
out
about to
Marvel
say, if you
Rivals.
want to talk about a redemption story, look no further than No Man's Sky.
that is
No
true.
Man's Sky was a disaster at launch, but
I've
they
called I've called Age of Sigmar the No Man's Sky miniature games.
disaster at launch, but really like got their shit together and became just an actually solid game.
Yeah.
Also, to clarify, rank and file. Brendan, how would you describe rank and file?
If
Or Jonathan?
I had historicals that like took place in it, I'd show it to you. But it just means like it's kind of what it says on the 10. Oh god, is this the right arm? It is just like when we say rank and file system, they're referring kind of to like the way units would have fought, right? Where they would have been in like 3 ranks deep, file the soldiers, move as a block. Would be the best way to describe it.
Big, great big blocks of infantry.
That's how battlefield tactics worked until World War One.
And it's before that. It started to see it break down a little bit around the American Civil War. Like by the time we get to World War One, the skirmish line is the standard, even at the start of the war. Like, I think even by Franco-Prussian War, I believe, the skirmish line had already superseded the classic, brick line.
Yeah, so you get 100 dudes. You put them in a big block of dudes. That's like 10 dudes wide and 10 dudes deep. That's rank and file. Then you set them at another block of 100 dudes. They're 10 dudes wide and 10 dudes deep. Or maybe 20 dudes wide and 5 dudes deep.
And this is how the debate between the British and French line begins, and no one really wins. There is no real winner. Everyone loses. Everyone is worse for having the debate. Also, the French system was better.
I know
Was it?
Tim
What?
does like to ask what people's favorite like paints are and whatnot. What's your let's do a little rage baiting right now. What's your least favorite paint?
What paint has it coming?
Yeah, what's your least favorite? Because right now for me is pallid witch flesh.
That one is pretty bad. Yeah, the Citadel whites, like just in general, are not good.
I've painted 30 witch elves. I hate that paint.
No, I think we're all in agreement here. I think we're all.
Yeah.
Okay. All my homies hate pallid witch flesh.
I think there's like a gold paint that I have here that I hate also. Which one is it?
I don't think I really hate any of the paints I'm like currently using. I will say I am cursed when it comes to Flesh Terror's red. Every time I buy a bottle of Flesh Terror's red, something bad happens to it.
I've spilled a lot of flesh tears red, but it's also my most used paint, so I think statistically, like I'm most likely to spill flesh tears red.
It's not like I use it pretty relatively often now as I moved on to like using gray seer as a primer more than black. But like the very first bottle I bought, Augie got a hold of actually, and like popped it open. So like in the early morning too, like I woke up like 6 a.m. and my wife was like yelling because he had like can't come into the office, grabbed it off the edge of my desk and like popped it up, and it genuinely looked like blood all over the floor. I'm like, oh my god. And he's just standing there like, hi. So like that pot was wasted, so I had to buy another one, and then like as soon as I opened it, I spilled it. Like immediately.
I
Oh.
have definitely more than once airbrushed flesh tears red, like in the morning, and then went to work, and my hand was just with blood color.
Like what?
Yeah, that's why I've started wearing latex gloves when I start airbrush, because like I'm tired of explaining this. It's not blood, everyone. It's paint.
Come into work. Hey, what's on your hand? It's not my blood.
Factual
I
statement.
did. So I like to be extra, and I have a fountain pen, right? I know, Scott, extra. Never would have guessed it.
Hey, we're just glad it doesn't have a
Um,
feather on it.
I like to screw with Scott, so I have a feather fountain pen.
That is fair.
Jonathan, I have an idea what we
I
should get
saw
Scott
it.
for Christmas.
I saw it one day. It's like, okay, check. Okay, I see your game, Jonathan. That's funny. You got a sensible chuckle out of me.
I do love
Um,
the Family Guy skit or like bit where he's like writing a letter with a comically large fountain pen with a feather on it. Anyway, Scott, you were saying?
but yes, so fountain pens you occasionally have to like clean whenever you like swap the inks or swap to a different color ink. And I had an ink called Oxblood. Why? Because it is blood red. It's real pretty. However, comma, I want to swap inks because I was using it for like work stuff. It's like, okay, I don't want to write this all in red ink. So I cleaned it and it got all over my hand. It just like really stained the hell out of my skin, right out of my skin on my hand, right? So I like wash off as much as I can, but it's just like stained in there. It's like, all right, whatever, I'll deal with it. I go to the cafeteria at this place I'm working at. I hand him my card, and the cashier's like, "Did you just are you
Murder someone?
bleeding? And did I just hold your credit card that is covered in your blood?" It's like, "Oh, no, this is ink. This is just I'm dumb."
I'm sure they absolutely believed you.
Hopefully, I feel bad. I kept looking at because it's like I had to go work like near where I grew up for a couple weeks. I kept looking at her. I was like, I think I know you, but I don't know you enough to remember who you are. So I'm not going to unpack this, and I'm just going to move on.
That is deeply hilarious. Good job, Scott. Thank you for entertaining the masses.
Hey, I'm here to help.
We appreciate you.
So my new favorite paint is Procryl has made a texture paint out of a tube that I can just squirt onto bottles.
Oh, I've noticed those. How do they work? Like, how well do they work?
I think it's pretty good. The that was the basis for the guard
Okay.
basing. Was that and then the snow paint over it.
Like I didn't really look at your guard bases. Kind of think of it. I don't know why.
I don't. Well, I don't. The base shouldn't draw attention, right? The base should like really just tie the entire thing together, and I think his bases did that very well.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We did determine that they matched the mat maybe a little too well. Mind you, my Brutalis was really hard to see on it. Or you could see like half of it.
Because I really like snow bases, right? And historically mine have not been great. So I think I painted like combat engineers with just a straight snow base. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna try putting something below it first.
Yeah, because
And-
just straight snow doesn't look super great.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't really make a lot of sense either, especially if you have a bunch of infantry moving around. It's gonna like kick up snow. You're eventually gonna get to the dirt underneath.
One would think.
Also, a lot of my guys like weren't actually in a like snow scheme. They were mostly in forest colors. Because like my Cadians were just base Cadians, and my Cascans were in basically a forest camo was the idea.
Administratum, gonna administratum.
Then my
You
Krieg
the
were obviously an Armageddon scheme.
I mean, things happen. I mean, they almost sent the Krieg one time to a very like hyper mobile war. So, Scott, you should be familiar with that one. That was the Taros campaign.
Oh, was that the Taros campaign?
Yeah, the Krieg were set up to be one of the follow-on forces. They never got that far, but turns out killing the whatchamacallit is not a good idea. Some would say
Killing
their leader cast, whose name I'm forgetting off the top of my
the
head.
ethereals.
Yes.
Okay. I don't
No.
actually
Not
know
a
a
good
lot of the
idea?
lore of the Taros campaign. I know it came out with some of like some of my favorite Forge World models, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually a really good series. I like it a little bit better than Brax, just because it's like more contained. It's more like tightly written, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, it's quite good. I think you would enjoy it.
but yeah, so Tau used to have rules for ethereals where if an ethereal were to die in game, everyone had to take a leadership check. So there's a chance your entire army would just run. After that, assuming the ones that stayed in the fight and didn't run, or the ones that regrouped, came back pissed.
Yes.
So they all got this big buff to their shooting as they just tried to avenge the fallen ethereal. So
Huh.
like a legitimate strategy was just suicide charge the ethereal, get all your guys pissed off, and
Because old school, I know like old school Warhammer, all of the undead armies, if you kill their leader, they just all like slowly fall apart.
no, Tau just get mad.
And that is basically what happens in the Taros campaign. To be fair, the Imperium was not doing great before that. They were kind of getting their butts kicked by maneuver warfare in a desert environment, but they were in the fight.
It's people with flying tanks.
Yes, so they decide. All right, so what we'll do is a decapitation strike on their leadership, and so they launch it. And the plan was, I think they had like stormtroopers and an assassin, and I don't even think they were even tracking the ethereal. I think they were trying to kill like the actual Tau like general, right? And instead they find the ethereal and assume he is important. So the assassin just shanks him. As one does. And like Scott said with the rule, it backfires spectacularly. The Tau go into an absolute frenzy at this and start laying into the Imperium even harder than they were before. Like, for all intents and purposes, the Tau become basically like the Imperium for a short period of time.
Yeah, and I think, to Tristan's point, I think they get to stream WA as a treat.
Now you gotta pronounce it with the thing.
The WA.
Ow.
How do y'all feel about the factions that are in 40k Total War?
So, hold on, wait. Do you pronounce the G?
Huh?
Do you pronounce the G in WA? Because I always have thought.
No,
it's
no.
Like,
no, you don't pronounce it.
laugh. Okay, that's what I thought.
It's supposed to be like with an accent. It's literally war, but like
yeah, it's war.
the R is softer. It's whoa.
Whoa.
I mean, it always varies because like voice actors are different, but What were you saying, John?
How do we feel about the factions that are in Total Warhammer? Total 40, whatever. The new 40K
Total War
War.
Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, that one.
Sucks to be chaos.
It is kind of weird they didn't have any chaos representation. The only real
They
like
don't have it in Dawn of War either.
I mean, I guess even in the original Dawn of War like games, chaos didn't show up till expansions. With honestly, with like chaos has been such a focus for so long that it's kind of easy to forget that in some ways they were like more of a not I won't call it a background factor because that's not fair, but like they weren't like the main focus in a lot of media. They tended to be a bit rarer than they are outside of maybe like Gaunt's Ghosts. But no, the only real surprising one was actually having Eldar, like because obviously you got to have Space Marines. That's a given. Orcs are a very safe one, and they're very easy to port into the Total War like gameplay style. Imperial Guard was modestly surprising, but it makes sense given Total War coming from the historical background. They're also a relatively easy like transition. The Eldar were kind of surprising.
But they're one of the like original. They're like the original Xeno species, so I feel like you kind of gotta have them.
I mean that's fair. They're just like a tricky balance thing. I think it's probably a lot of the reason you don't see them very often.
That's fair.
They actually did do a roundtable today where they were talking with some of the developers. And
Yeah,
I think
I saw that. I haven't seen it yet.
I watched part of it hilariously, even though it's called a roundtable. No table. Literally just chairs. But which is like 90% of the comments and it's deeply hilarious. But yeah, so I think they mentioned that the reason they went with the Eldar is because they play very differently than the other four factions. I didn't hear the orc part. Basically, they kind of said the same thing I did, where Space Marines, you have to have them. You can't like not. Guard makes sense for the historical players coming in. They say if you're a very traditional like Total War player and you played a lot, they're going to probably be the faction for you. While like Space Marines are very elite and they're going to play relatively differently compared to most. And then Eldar are like very different from the other factions. So yeah, I'm curious to see what it looks like. I'm curious to see what factions come next. I was kind of curious with. I kind of hope when they do Necrons, because like as long as the game's successful, we're going to see like every faction, right? Like there's no way we don't. Unless the game just like bombs, we're going to see most of like every faction eventually.
Right.
Maybe not Custodians, but we'll see the vast majority of them.
Maybe even new factions.
Maybe I could see them doing like a Chaos Imperial Guard as a relatively easy conversion. But
Blood Packer, give me death.
but I do think it would be hilarious if for like Necrons, because like obviously you have to have some set starts just because how Total War works. But it would be deeply hilarious if the Necrons had a chance to spawn on random planets. Like say like there's an AdMech expedition, and then like if you allow it to go forward, eventually they might accidentally stumble upon it. Turns out the planet was a tomb world the whole time.
Whoopsie.
Doesn't Fantasy have a pretty similar mechanic actually with the Skaven?
I'm not actually sure. Scott would know.
Skaven, for Skaven, you can like build an undercity under other people's cities. So you can build that up, but the more you build it up, the greater it has a chance of being detected. But also you can just build it up and build it up enough to cause a Vermintide, which just immediately drops a large army, makes a new army, then drops it immediately on top of the city.
I love how much Scott loves the Skaven, but how much trouble he has making them work.
They're weird to play.
Yeah, they are. Because like they don't put in like a long fight at all, so you can't do the traditional Total War thing where you kind of like try to weather the storm and then like perform a final blow. But like they also recover very quickly. Like they'll run away, but then you can usually get them back. from what I remember when we played.
They are not one of my most played factions, so
Yeah, I mean, same. Which, hey, you all will get to see next week this time.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna play? So I guess okay, here's the question. Here's the first question of that. Are we playing a little campaign action?
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the battles would be more exciting for the viewers. And we could put a vote up if we want to right now and see how the viewers are feeling.
That is fair. So,
Um,
oh, that which counts.
I believe in you, Scott. Tristan does make a good point. Skaven probably would be more like GSC.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say mechanically speaking, I would feel like they'd be very similar.
Yeah, mechanically, I feel like they could go one of two ways. They could either treat them kind of like vampires work in Total War Warhammer, where they can like infiltrate an area and like up the vampirism or whatever it's called. That could be interesting, but I do think the Skaven mechanic would be even more fun, where you can like build up and then pop and take a city.
man, now that we have like the entire Cathay range for the old world, what am I getting Kislev?
Probably soon. That reminds me, I have to buy Cathay. That's something I should have asked Cosme Miniature how he liked the Cathay miniatures.
That's
It's
fair.
a sick range.
What is the like individual battles called? Is that skirmish or no?
Yes,
That sounds right. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I'm pretty sure it's German.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, chain roads are now based.
Dang, son.
Well, at least in texture paint and all of the big Tyranids. I'm not going to base 100 Termagants right now.
Hashtag based.
Hell yeah. Time to play EU5.
That's unfortunate.
What do you mean?
I'm not saying it's bad, just that like, you know, at some point the sun will come up and you won't even realize until it happens.
True.
Many such cases.
All right. Well, I posted the question to the community, to the people, if you will. That leads us to our second question. What faction are y'all gonna play?
I don't know, Scott. What faction are you going to play?
I am kind of thinking Lizardmen,
Big Lizard.
possibly.
Do we know who is playing?
I know Jeff's interested. Bird's gonna try and free up his schedule.
So Jeff's going to play dwarfs.
That's a given.
Accurate.
But Jeff said he should be there. Bird's gonna try to be there. I think that's, and then the three of us. Well, actually, Jonathan, you're gonna have family in town, so I'm assuming you won't be playing, but
That was the point that I was getting to. Was I will have family in town, so I'll probably not be playing.
okay, I forgot. Well, I don't know. Brenden, what will you be playing?
I mean, I do enjoy Grand Cathay. Though, side note, if we are doing the world campaign, are we ever going to play against one another?
We can. You remember that you can have other people take over for the AI.
I guess that's true.
So yeah. And is there the only one map, or is there a smaller map?
There's only one map
There's
that
a
matters.
I feel like
It's technically a different map, but I would never play it.
yeah, I assume you can do kind of like the individual game map multiplayer. Which in Total War 3 is focused around Cathay and or like Cathay, Kislev, and or Demon Worlds. I forget what it's called.
Logistically, I would recommend battles. There's just a lot of way. Like, how long are y'all planning on making the stream?
Couple hours, I'm assuming. I got off the next day, so
Yeah, I don't have to drive in the morning, so I wasn't in a big rush. But I do feel like the battles would probably be better. Even though I know the people have voted for campaign. I feel like the campaign is just gonna be a lot of like armies moving around and then like nothing happens. And especially if we're not like
that's-
interacting very often.
I feel like that's still an important part of it. I mean, we can workshop it. We can still try to like pick nations close to each other, right?
That's fair. We can workshop a little. We need to figure out exactly who's going to be there first, and then kind of go from there. That does remind me, I need to get my hands on a Grand Cafe box. How much do those cost nowadays?
Several.
Yes, at least several.
1 sec. I have one right next to me. Let me see if it'll sell this tag. I got mine for 144.
Okay.
Oh, that's not terrible.
There's one on Amazon right now. It's the battalion box for 165. That's not terrible.
I recently, as a gift to myself, bought the Marauder box. Because it is beautiful. Oh my god.
BEA beautiful. All right, well.
Jonathan, do you have the Chaos Knight like commemorative mini from this year?
The what?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of commemorative minis just because, like, what I use it for? It's not a full squad.
Scott, are you planning to pick up any for Boxing Day?
I don't know. Okay, actually, real talk. When is actual Boxing Day?
It's the day after Christmas. That's like,
Day after Christmas? Okay.
yeah.
What does
Because
that mean?
so it's really not. It's not much of a thing in the U.S. In like Canada and I think the UK as well. Shoot, I think
Other
it's
countries.
yeah. The ones who speak in proper English. I think it's somewhat akin to Black Friday. It's like a big shopping day.
But for it, we're gonna lock Bird in the basement and have him build the rest of our stuff.
We're just gonna throw boxes at him, hence the term. Okay, so yeah, Boxing Day, also known as Offering Day. It's a holiday celebrated on 26th December, the day after Christmas. Boxing Day was once a holiday to donate gifts to those in need, but has evolved to become part of Christmas festivities. Okay, there's literally a page where it has comparisons to Black Friday. And like half the pictures on the thing are people at a mall. So I feel like that's a fair comparison. But if for anyone who doesn't know, the Warhammer stores will be releasing some commemorative minis that can be bought only on Boxing Day. So Scott, if you get the chance.
Oh, that I was not tracking.
Oh yeah, I think one of them, it's the one from like last year where it was like for AOS it's like the Bird Knight dude, which is the one I want. So if you get a chance to go by the Warhammer store on that day, that'd be greatly appreciated because I'm not going to be able to. I want to say the other one was the commemorative Groot they did.
Yeah.
Which I kind of assume we already have.
I actually don't.
Well, this could be your chance. Yeah. It's the an avian arch knight and leaping Kroot carnivore return as this year's Boxing Day miniatures.
So Bird and a bird.
Yeah, Herb. I really like the Bird Knight. I want to make him into Inquisitor so bad. So if you get the chance, I would be in your debt.
Or it could just be a belated Christmas present.
I mean, that works too. I did get you a sweater, so really, you kind of owe me.
I don't think that's how gifts work.
No. If you give someone a gift, they are contractually obligated in their mind to get you a gift as well. It's not how gifts should work, but it is how the brain processes gifts.
Unless it's a German gift, in which case it processes it by dying, because gift in German is poison.
Well, it's also important to remember that German humor is no laughing matter. One of you made a noise. I'm not sure which one it was.
It was me.
I think I got Jonathan with that one, boys. We did it.
We
Mission
got 'em.
accomplished. Well, I seem to have gotten this entire box of Krieg done. What time is it, Scott? Or Jonathan? Really, either of you?
Hold on, I'm doing
9:16.
detail work right now.
Jonathan?
All right. 9:16.
9:16. Do we have enough time for me to put together an entire T-34?
That's a personal question.
I think the answer is yes. It actually, when I built it off stream, it actually went way faster than I thought it would. I was like, oh, that was actually a really, really easy build. I put too much glue. Now he's slipping and sliding. Tristan did say Tyranids were always based. Yeah, I think
That's true.
that's just like your opinion, man. Oh,
Nah,
dang this time of
Tyranids
year.
are the one, not evil faction.
I feel like that's debatable.
They're just animals. They're just trying to eat.
I don't think that's true.
Pay no mind to the hive mind.
It's kind of their whole thing. I
Nah.
feel like if it's enough to have a presence in the warp. I feel like most animals couldn't do genetic surgery on themselves. That's all I'm saying. Which I admit is perhaps a low bar.
Let's see. What color is that? Okay, that's just regular red.
My favorite thing in the world, balancing minis until they dry. Is 2 points of contact too much to ask?
Yeah.
Evidently so. Side note, we have finished the Death Korps. They are all put together now. Thank you for everyone that watched all of that. Set those there for now.
He's doing it.
He's going for distance. Scott's stronger than I thought he was.
It's okay. I don't actually like that song.
I feel like Jonathan's ignoring us.
What is it? Johnny was a race car driver?
I actually don't even know the name of the song. Come on, you. T3485. I think this is one of the last few things I need to build before I actually have a list. Or I have the list I have written. I'm surprised we haven't gotten an appearance from Mini Doc. He's
Yeah,
usually...
it is getting closer and closer to the holiday season, so
Nah, no excuses.
people's schedules get weird.
Yep.
No excuses.
Only results.
If we're here, they're here. If Tristan and Wanting Fire can put in the work, anyone can put in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Well, they are the gold standard.
Ooh, it's getting toasty over here. Do I have my... I don't know where that ended up. Is it under here, maybe? I don't see it. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Okay. Well, how y'all doing, chat? What are your guys' holiday plans?
I have returned.
Oh, good.
I
I was scared.
Maggie's
I
been
did
like,
ask, chat what their holiday plans were, but
they just chose to ignore you.
it just takes a minute for it to come through.
I mean, I have a low latency on.
Still, it has to go through, and then they have to type something up, and
Leave them alone, Scott. Stop attacking them.
I'm only doing a little.
I think I might head out, by the way, in about 10 minutes.
Coward.
Oh, I see.
I guess that is the question. How much longer do we want to stay on tonight?
I don't know. I don't have to drive as... It looks like I probably don't have to drive as far as for work tomorrow as normal. But I still need to log on to my computer and book us a conference room. For my distinguished colleagues.
Exciting, exciting. Conference room that is not us. My T-34 comes with even more explosion things.
But yeah. Oh. What are you feeling? What's your vibe?
I mean, I'm kind of fine with stopping about 9:30. I'm also fine trying to see if I can throw this T-34 together. I think I probably can. It's very, very short. Literally, the entire instructions are like this page and that page.
Don't feel necessarily the need to stop on my account.
Well, to be fair, John, 9:30 is like kind of our one of our standard end times. But
Every time I show up, y'all run into like 11, so...
yeah, let's say so every time the times we don't are when you stay. And then we start watching not watching, we start going through all the Bronze Age armies.
Yeah, that was the day.
That was a good night. I don't know. I had a great
Maybe I
time.
should order a Bronze Age army.
There you go. Order 2 so we can actually play the game.
I've not consumed enough alcohol so far to do that.
Yet.
I just have like such a backlog still.
Scott, he's full of
Chuck.
excuses.
Talk to me after I finish Space Wolves and then 2 Old World armies. So the next current things on my docket is Space Wolves, Warriors of Chaos, Bretonia. Warriors of Chaos is nice because it also doubles as an AOS army.
Fair.
True. Aren't they on different bases though?
Yeah.
I haven't figured out that yet. But I figure if I say, hey, we're going to stream Old World, these are on circle bases, deal with it, y'all will say yes.
I feel like you could just get like a movement tray and that would be sufficient.
So I have a bunch of Chaos Knights because I am a Chad and horses are cool. And their bases are ginormous. So kind of, but kind of not.
I don't know. I feel like someone has done this before.
Yeah, I did a bunch of research online, but I postponed it until I actually got the army painted because it didn't seem particularly relevant until that point.
I guess we are also kind of assuming that they're not going to get squatted, so you know.
I squatted for Old World or for AOS?
I feel like AOS is more likely.
They just got new sculpts for everything for AOS.
Then never mind.
So if they got squatted, it would be a really stupid idea.
And this is GW we're talking about.
Scott, you can back me up on this. The Space Marine design was based on the original Chaos Warrior, correct?
Yes.
Show me a source. Like,
I remember there is something that James Workshop said. I don't remember when they said it.
I want to see an actual source. Not just everyone knows or like GW totally said it, because there's a lot of lore like that that is not true at all.
Well, let's see what I can find.
No shade on Warlord games, but as is the case with many non-GW miniatures, I find myself missing GW miniatures when I'm putting them together.
Because I mean, like all of Warhammer was based on fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, kinda. Like, on the kind of more base level. You gotta remember, like,
Warhammer
40k.
Fantasy came first, and a couple years after was 40k, which was just supposed to be fantasy in space.
I mean, that's, like, partially true, but you also, like, didn't have... I
James
don't know.
Workshop was literally founded to make models to make miniatures for D&D. Like that was why the company was founded.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but yeah. Well, it wasn't even make miniatures, it was to make a magazine.
Literally talking about what started the company, but okay.
But that doesn't have to do anything to do with the development of specific miniatures and whether something was directly related to something else. Like, an important thing to remember is that Rogue Trader initially didn't have chaos. Like, it's not as simple as just like, oh, they decided to do fantasy and space. Especially because one of the most common examples that people tend to point out is Tomb Kings and Necrons, even though the Necrons predate the Tomb Kings.
I mean, so we got the 50th anniversary issue of White Dwarf. That kind of goes through the history of the company a bit. Doesn't go through the history of Space Marine design, but
I feel like your last statement is a more nuanced question. Yes, Necrons predate Tomb Kings, but do Necrons predate the Undead Codex?
Mm-hmm.
And how much was the Undead Codex Egyptian themed?
We can check. Were they called codexes in fantasy? Do you remember? It was like Battle Tome or something like that.
Pretty sure it's Army Book.
Army Book.
yeah, but I don't think those didn't come out till that. Okay, this is covered by the White Dwarf of when the first like army books come out. Because originally they just had like they sent out like a bestiary, but they didn't have like army books until one of the later White Dwarfs.
I have an Army Book from 4th edition fantasy, I want to say.
Yeah. Let's see. The first codex or army book equivalent was it was in here somewhere.
Codices was a little easier to find, so we'll start there.
Was 1992. The height of this was White Dwarf 127, which included 40 pages of background, rules, artwork, and color schemes for the Eldar. That was half the magazine. Those White Dwarf articles established the template for what would later become army books and codices, which first appeared in 92. We still follow that template today.
Alright, so Codex Necrons drops in 2002. Let me see if I can find... So I found like, okay, there's codices and rule books. And I mean, put me in the right area. Is this just 40k or is this fantasy? This looks like 40k. I'm not seeing any like fantasy stuff in this page. List of lists.
Let's see.
I think I'm just on the 40k like scan, so I can find the actual general one.
Tomb Kings was in 2003.
Mhm. Let me see if I can find, because I feel like any undead books before that are primarily going to be focused around like vampires and kind of classic zombies.
The original Undead book was in 1994. So Vampire Counts got it released in fifth. So Undead was 4th edition. Vampire Counts were 5th edition. Teaming was for 6th edition. Undead has Nagash in it. Oh, that's not
Also,
it.
Games Workshop wasn't so. White Dwarf didn't come out until 2 years after the company came out. So it's been there for a while, but the company was originally meant to make stuff for games and make games themselves.
Well, I think they originally started as making, they're like the British publisher for D&D, if I remember correctly. That's where I'm kind of. So they originally manufacture wooden board games for games including Backgammon, Manacula, or however that's pronounced, Mancala, Nine Men's Morris, and Go. It later became importer of the U.S. role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons, and then a publisher of war games and role-playing games in its own right, expanding from a bedroom mail order company in the process. And in order to promote their business in postal games, create a games club and provide, source games, blah blah blah. They started Owl and the Eagle, which was founded in 1975 and then superseded by White Dwarf in 1977. So they kind of started in like the magazine stuff almost immediately. I guess it's more of a newsletter technically.
Yeah, but they originally started with, at least according to the White Dwarf article, so they started in 75 selling games. It wasn't until selling their own games. Let's see, and then in 78.
Looks like 78 is when they founded Citadel Miniatures.
78 is when they opened their first store.
Yep, April 78. And then late 78,
And
according to Wikipedia, is when they started Citadel.
Citadel is actually a separate company that they merged with.
Wikipedia states they co-founded it. So in late 1978, Games Workshop provided the funding to co-found Citadel Miniatures in Newark-on-Trent. That's the source.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay. With role-playing and wargaming miniatures becoming ever more popular, the GW team thought it was time they looked into selling a few more of them. Talks began with Brian Ansel, then head of Asgard Miniatures, to discuss a partnership. The result was Citadel Miniatures, which was set up in 78 on Newark-on-Trent. Though
Okay.
some historical models were sculpted, Citadel's focus was very much on fantasy.
So according to this,
So-
Citadel Miniatures was set up separately and then absorbed by Games Workshop.
Yeah, so it sounds like they talked to this guy, set it up, had helped them set it up in 87, and then acquired them in 85, I think I read. No, where was that? I think it was in here somewhere. Okay, 85 is when they became one company.
Okay. Yeah, the actually maybe the Citadel Miniatures page actually has a bit more specifics.
There you go. I bet you guys weren't expecting a history lesson today, now were you?
Also, from what I am seeing, I would argue that Tomb Kings predate Necrons. The Undead Codex was made, or the Undead Army book was made in 94.
Okay, but how heavily it can have Nagash, but
Well, yeah, if you give includes Nagash, includes Cetra, includes Tomb King chariots, or includes skeleton chariots, includes mummies.
I still don't think it's enough to say that Necrons are the science fiction version of Tomb Kings. The Tomb Kings aren't really fleshed out until the Codex comes out. They were developed around the same time, certainly, and will certainly fed off each other. But my point is that it's not a direct one-to-one. And that's proven to not be true for multiple factions across 40k. Like, the main thing they have in common is the name. And the orcs. I'll give you the orcs. The orcs are very similar. Like, GW orcs are GW orcs, like one way or the other. Okay. How that goes. Sweet.
See. Oh, and as far as Christmas plans, Tristan probably gonna see baby nephew. Okay, that's fair. Die hard with a friend for wanting fire. Also fair. And Tristan got 3 Seraphim done. I'd say that's pretty good.
That is no small feat, really. How many Seraphim have you gotten done, Scott?
None. I don't know any.
Well. Maybe that should change.
All right.
Ah. I can remember where all these little parts go. We have 80% of a hull, though, so that's neat. And we need...
Also fair. Sacred Rose does like well, at least the Army of Faith detachment does like flyers. I haven't introduced her yet to the detachment system yet, so we've still been working at the combat patrol level.
That's fair.
Though I think there's enough stuff now that we could probably go to what's it called? Level games? Incursion? Is that what it's called?
I think it's what 1,000 points is called.
1,000
It's like
points.
Incursion, Strike Force, and Onslaught are the 3 different levels.
But assuming that she's
that
not
up.
here in the chat, did pick her up some oh god, what's it called? The heavy weapons girlies with the multi-meltas.
Brain says Retributors. Brain also says that's not accurate.
No, I think it is Retributors.
My
Is there
brain was
Retribu-
about all say Retributors.
Okay.
Retributors sounds right.
Woo. Yeah, Retributors seems accurate. I will also say Retributors. That's my final answer, and will not be saying otherwise.
Speaking of final answers, apparently 40K was on Jeopardy lately,
Oh,
recently.
yeah. It was not. It was
Tristan is all
very.
saying retributor's.
Hmm?
Tristan is all saying retributor's.
Aha.
Okay. And yeah, incursion for 1,000 points. So
Yeah, it was on Jeopardy. It wasn't the most clever like question.
no, it was pretty ham-fisted, but we still appreciate some 40K based representation.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I think they literally say the word like 40K like in the question.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Okay. I was like, I saw it, but that was a little bit ago.
Like I said, very ham-fisted, but still good to see 40K in general media.
I mean, it was in South
Almost
Park like what, 2 years ago?
yeah, that's true.
I feel like people like it's definitely in a nerdy space and it like always has been. But I feel like 40K is more well known than I think a lot of people realize. I don't think it's that unknown. It's definitely getting more like mainstream, but it's been like I feel like it's been on the edge of being mainstream for a hot minute. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I mean, I feel like most people have heard about it at this point, but
I feel like even if you've been like nerd adjacent, you've like heard about it or seen it. Aha! We have the very basic T-34 mostly. Still has a bunch of Ribleys, but you know, we're 80% of the way there. I wish there was like an easy way to magnetize the little machine gun on the front. Excuse me. That's because it is tiny. I feel like trying to magnetize it would be an what's the term? Effort and futility?
yeah.
Practice and utility? Futility?
I think the only thing that saves you is it breaking in the future.
I mean, it's fair. Right. Fuel tanks, fuel tanks, fuel tanks. Got fuel tanks for days. Got big fuel tanks, little fuel tanks. Not really any medium fuel tanks, but fuel tanks.
Okay, hold on. See what you do is you only get 2 of each weapon in the box, so you gotta buy 3 kits, so that's annoying. Or 2 kits and some extra bodies. Probably gonna get unit split or box lock in 11th. Box lock is known for optimization, but it might be good for their balance. I don't know. Box locking is a weird one. Um,
You're talking like rules wise, or
yeah, like rules lies that you can only bring the equipment that is in the box.
I feel like it's one of the things kind of depends on like how you feel about it. Depends on how like into the game you are already. Because I feel like for newer players, it is nice because you don't have to like go out and kind of like Tristan says, you have to buy like 3 different boxes to get the optimum loadout.
That is very annoying.
Yeah. And when you're starting an army, it's like it's basically an unforeseen like price.
Yeah, it does make it more accessible, if nothing else.
And that's kind of always the awkward thing is like to survive as a company, any game company, not just GW, like they have to be able to sell new kits. Because if they don't, they shut down. Like that's just true for every single game company ever. And so it kind of gets to this weird point where it's like you can't just cater to the people that are already fans, because if you're not constantly putting out new kits that they want, they're not gonna buy new kits. So you have to bring in new blood that will, at the very least, buy the kits that already exist, and in addition to new kits, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I guess the question is, yeah, wow, words. Is it an accessibility question, or is it more of a question of just like making it balanced? Because I feel like usually it's more the latter, where it's more about trying to make the stuff accessible.
You need more of the former.
Oh, sure, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
You listed it first, so it'd be former. I think that is it. I mean, I think you can definitely see that in the Space Marine kits where they've been like the harshest on it, because Space Marines are expected to be a lot of people's first army. Like GW knows that, and they specifically put them out to be such, which is why you see it there like the hardest, right? Where they're very
Personally, I know I was extremely annoyed when I started GSC and had to buy way more stuff because the fights didn't have all the weapon options in the kit.
I mean, exactly, right? And like GSC, you know, I guess present company excluded, the former Tristan, is not like a very common starter army by any stretch of the imagination.
What? That's crazy.
It's barely a common army if we're being 100% honest.
It's probably like the least split army. By Brenden, man.
No, that's
Real
technically agents. Yeah.
Don't
Agents
forget,
is the
Pete,
real army. Like
Pete, you forget about agents.
GSC is playable. Like it has
yeah,
that going for it.
GSC, but GSC is a real army. Agents are not a real army.
But yeah, like of all the factions that have been around for a while and are guaranteed to stick around, like I wouldn't be surprised if we got agents next edition, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we didn't. Like you said, GSC is not like, it's probably one of the least played armies. It definitely has its fans, but they're relatively few and far between, comparatively, of course. Which is why I think you do see a lot more like multi-box options for them, because they assume the people that are going to play it have already bought in.
I mean, they just got box locked this edition. Like that was one of the major changes with the codex.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just trying to say, is that like it started earlier with some of the more like core factions that you saw it like spread out, if that makes sense. I feel like that's fair to say. I missed a couple pieces. It's like all the major pieces. I don't feel like putting on all the little gribblies. Just because I am starting to get tired. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I got my call here.
I was like, Samir, you said you were going to leave like 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
All right.
I will catch you all later.
See you on the flip flop. Go on the other side. Go on the other side. Uh-huh.
See you tomorrow.
Or not. Dun
No, that's
dun
fair.
dun.
GSC is better than T-Suns, which is good.
I don't think you'll find anyone here defending T-Suns.
Let's see.
I don't even think John would defend T-Sons, and he has T-Sons. I did it. I completed a T-34. And a whole squad of guardsmen in a little over 2 hours. Go team. Alright, I think Wanting Fire is dipping too. Good night, Wanting Fire. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
Well, Scott, is there anything you kind of any last topics you want to talk about or go over in these last, I don't know, 10 minutes or so?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, of course, be sure to join us this weekend for another game of 40K. We are figuring out the details for that right now. So we'll let you guys know when we know of what that is going to look like. Of course, join us next week for Total War. That'll be fun. I'm excited for Total War. I always like some Total War.
That'll be a fun evening. If nothing else, I feel like that'll be a fun evening.
And I think that's it. Yeah. If you guys haven't already, check out last week's stream. We were to stream Kill Team finally, and we put up the vote for the next Saturday side quest. So if you have not voted for that already, please do. If you haven't already, please join our Discord. The description is in the bio. The link for the Discord is in the description for the video below.
You got there,
I
Scott.
think it's everything.
Ugh, my throat.
Be sure to check out our new friends at Cosmere and Miniature.
Yeah.
I will be putting out a post in a little bit to help promo that with a link to that video. So be sure to check them out. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Oh, looking at the vote, so far there is a clear lead. I'm not gonna
clear lead.
I'm not gonna put my thumb on the scale to say what it is, but there's a very clear lead.
It's almost like people like Star Wars.
Star Wars. Oh my god, it's Star Wars. Well, Scott, how has your day been?
It's been all right. I still need to log on for a little bit and do something quick, but I'm finishing putting together this promo for our friend, which I'm sending to you guys to review.
That does remind me. You want me to drop those things in the folder?
I don't remember which things those were. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I think the one you did is fine. I think that works. That is truly fascinating, Scott. Your mind is an absolute wonder. Have I ever told you that?
Yes, but never. It always seems kind of condescending.
I don't think that's completely true. I think it's only partially true.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take that. But I've made a lot of progress on Farsight, which I'm happy with. I still need to. It's still a bit to go, but
I think you'll have it
together.
Fully painted someday. Maybe.
Yeah. He's almost it's a lot of shading stuff now, I think, and then detail work. But we have the blocks in. We have the block colors in. So.
Out of curiosity, when he came out, how quickly did you rush to buy him? I don't remember.
I didn't go to the store specifically to buy him, but they did have it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna grab that.
Okay. I was trying to remember how big a rush it may or may not have been. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm kind of starting to fade, so I think this is probably...
You know what? I will post that in the Discord.
I think that's this is a good time as any to kind of call it a night. Would you agree, Scott?
I'd say so.
All right. So then, like we always say, we will see you guys on Sunday, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday for our special Total War Warhammer 3 stream. Until then, thank you so much for being here tonight. It means a whole lot to us. Always great to hang out with you guys, get a lot of hobbying done. Managed to get a T-34 put together and a whole squad of Kriegsmen. So I certainly cannot complain. So again, thank you guys so much. Always glad to have you. Look forward to seeing you again. And until next time, bye.
Bye.